For years, Roblox horror games have been repetitive, stale endeavors that lacked creative ambition in favor of profitability. Hundreds of Roblox horror games had the same formula. Find hidden objects in a maze while a monster hunts you down, instantly kills you, and charges you Robux to respawn. And the damning part is, this formula was effective. The maze levels kept players in game longer, as the algorithm favors long playtimes. And forcing players to pay money to respawn was also an easy way to get money off of them, or force them to replay the entire game from the start. Throughout the years, however, we've seen some horror games that have dared to break the mold. Doors being the most famous example, a game that charges you money to respawn but utilizes a randomly generated formula that keeps you moving forward, rather than keeping you in one place for 30 minutes. But perhaps one of the horror games that I've seen recently that has the most potential to really shake the Roblox horror genre is The Butchery. I'm Breadian and I talk about niche Roblox games. Today, we're going to be diving into The Butchery and how it completely breaks modern Roblox horror. As always, be sure to subscribe and suplex that like button and we'll get right into the video.
You thought I was filming you? Oh yeah!
The Butchery hooks you in right away with its brilliant introduction, where you and your friends are seen driving through the deep American South in the middle of the night, and then you come across a mutant piggy with human legs. The scary music kicks in, and then you hear a tapping at your car window, and then see some car window washer trying to scam you out of your money, and then he breaks your window when you don't pay up. So far, it can be said that The Butchery's opening cutscene is great. It sets the tone for the game right out of the gate in order to hook you, as well as showcasing its unique monster design, and adding tension through the background music. Good, catchy Roblox horror games tend to have a strong monster that can be put into the game's thumbnail and icon for all to see. And usually the monsters are pretty lackluster, but the pig is just uncanny enough to be unsettling. A pig with human body parts sewn onto it? Yeah, it's pretty effective for setting the stage for what the rest of the game will be like, and cuts right into the title card so that you can remember the game's name. So far, The Butchery is doing great. Good cutscene, good monster, and a nice, simple, yet cool title for the kids to remember. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe they should have titled it Weird Strict Pig. Yeah, I mean, that'll really bring the house down. I'm kidding. But it's scary that you thought I wasn't. Chapter 1, Piggy.
Why you always chasing me?
Why me?
Why you always chasing me?
Chapter 1 opens with you and your party on a couch, watching your captors argue. Oh, did I mention that this game was heavily inspired by Resident Evil 7? Right away, The Butchery wastes no time building its setting and premise. You're in a house full of crazy people and you have to escape, obviously, but there's tension between the captors, as they're both some sort of insane pair of brothers. This dynamic is established through their brief exchange. Maybe one of them grabbed the nuke on double points when they were playing Call of Duty, I don't know. Anyways, they both leave with the promise that they'll come back later and kill you. Obviously, this is a dumb mistake. Once they leave the room, you're basically free to roam around. Sure, the door to the room is locked, but none of you are tied up. You solve this puzzle that involves sticking your hand through a suspicious hole in the wall.
What glory? What is this glory?
I should start calling this game The Freakery. Maybe I am. Stop! There's nothing in there.
There's gotta be something. Persistence will win. Persistence will win.
You know that SCP that kills you if you keep reaching in the hole? You would die to that. So you escape the storage room and soon find yourself exploring the top floor of this crack house. What's so great about this game is that despite it having a little bit of video game elements to it, the level design looks like it could be an actual home. I mean, sure, it's a pretty big house for people who own it to be unemployed and all, but compared to other Roblox horror games where they just put an ugly maze, this is like a godsend. I mean, sure, it isn't the best building out there, but there's a level of consistency in the craft. There's no out-of-place free models or unfunny pictures or studs being spammed everywhere. It's just someone who had a creative mind and felt inspired by Resident Evil 7, but didn't copy it one-to-one and try to take what he could from it. I know this sounds like glazing, but doing stuff as simple as this puts you miles above your peers in terms of Roblox horror story games. To escape the second floor of the house, you have to find 3 statues and place them in their corresponding places. The game doesn't straight up tell you this, instead opting for you to find it through using your brain. Groundbreaking concept. The door has a beetle on it. I probably need a beetle key. But how do I get it? I should look around for clues. Bro is key maxing. Bro needs a beetle key. Oh yeah, also the pig bursts out of a closet and starts screaming and shit.
Oh, what the fuck?
And I guess nobody downstairs hears all the commotion, all the ruckus upstairs. The pig will munch you if he catches hold of you, as per usual with Roblox horror games, but you're not helpless whatsoever. The pig may outspeed you, but you can shut doors in its face, you can Dead by Daylight loop around the pool table, you can glitch it in the wall. I have no idea how that happened.
But you just watch. There's the shoe.
You can just... Dude, this door keeps opening because the pig's there. Pig sound design is good. It's very scary, it's very overpowering, and off-putting to hear this pig squeal with the scare cue.
I hate the.
Alright, now that's starting to annoy me now, I'm not gonna lie. Can you like throw a fucking shoe at the pig? Because if you do that in real life, the pig will probably fuck you up.
I wish we could get like the tool from the tool and just like hit it in the head. I think the pig died because it doesn't scream anymore. Ooh, what's this? A mountain. It's like the mountain I was driving through.
The fact that your character isn't completely helpless is also nice. You don't die to the pig, but you do get injured by him if you get reckless. If you get hurt, you recognize that it's your fault, not the game's fault. The Butchery isn't going to send a weird strict fella after you, who sprints at Mach 10 speed and instantly kills you with an overtly loud jump scare. Oh god, pay Robux to revive jump scare. You can also heal yourself with chem fluid, which can be found around the map if you have a good eye for things. And before I go on to the next section, I just want to say, do you people see what I mean now? A while ago, I posted a video ragging on how most Roblox horror games are filled with padding, with objectives that consist of holding E, or find 5 gas cans in a dark maze while a monster instantly kills you. And you know what? Some people actually said, Breadian, you're so stupid. I don't understand. Literally every horror game on and off Roblox has you finding objects in a dark maze with a monster. First, you should delete your comment. Second, you're wrong. Yeah, I really enjoyed the part in Resident Evil 4 where Leon and Ashley have to collect 5 gas cans to fuel a truck while a man with a chainsaw chases them around, and it instantly kills Leon every time without any sort of chance to fight back, unless he pays 50 Robux to respawn. The problem with Roblox horror games is that they often lack creative level design, and copy-paste the same maze formula over time because it's low effort and easy to replicate. Since you want to bring up non-Roblox horror games so badly with this comment, why don't we talk about Silent Hill, or Amnesia, or Alien Isolation, or Resident Evil? Did these games ever have you finding objects in a set location for the entire game? No, they didn't. They had you solving puzzles, and when you solved the puzzles, you progress to the next area. They had you figure out what to do, rather than the game saying, go find these gas cans, it'll keep you busy for 40 minutes. The best horror games have you find out what to do yourself, and reward you for completing them. Amnesia rewards you with replenishing your sanity for completing puzzles, for example. And another example, Resident Evil gives you a gun for completing a puzzle. And don't you dare say, Breadian, it's just a Roblox game. They can't do that. Roblox developers, they have a handicap that prevents them from doing anything ambitious. The Butchery just did it. You have L Riz. I think a door's entity might have attacked you because you have no skibby Riz. You beta. Oh god, the Roblox horror games. Oh god, they're frying my brain. Oh my god, I'm turning into weird strict dad. I apologize to everybody who wasn't a part of that. I'm sorry that you watched me end my mewing streak right there, forcing me to mog and look smacks all over my grimace shake. What would Livy Dunn say if she was here in Ohio with us right now? Chapter 2. After making your way through the scorpion door and downstairs, you find yourself in the living room. The game then introduces a new mechanic, a gun. Wow, the game rewarded me for finishing the puzzle. A groundbreaking concept. I thought Roblox horror games weren't allowed to do this. Sarcasm. After Chapter 1 was just puzzle solving and hiding from the pig, Chapter 2 manages to stay fresh by injecting a brand new weapon mechanic, a true staple of survival horror games. Despite you and your friends having a blicky now, you're still going to be in a survival situation. Ammo is scarce, so you're going to have to choose whether or not to fight the enemies, or sneak past them, or even just run past them into the next area. Or you can just buy the ammo via microtransaction, and despite this, the game is still fun even if you decide to. You can also choose to backtrack and pay your old friend Piggy a visit. He is quite bulky, but he does drop some stuff if you kill him, so it's worth it to some extent. Wow, a Roblox horror game that adds backtracking? You can actually have a decision of choice rather than being tugged around on a linear line. You can also go and investigate the brother's bedroom if they get your key for it. And there lies a note there explaining some lore or whatever. Basically, all was well on the farm, then their parents died, then one of the brothers brought back a mysterious plant, and now they're all crazy. They're evil residents, if you will. Did I mention that this entire game was made by one guy? Remember that crucial detail when you look at another Roblox horror game again, and try to make comments like that. Anyways, you have a gun, and then you make your way through the house, solving a clock puzzle and coming across a fellow survivor who's actually sane. You meet up with him, and then the brothers catch him and cut his hand off. Bro is hand maxing, and then you have to make your way through another puzzle / combat segment with a bunch more cows, and then you finally make your way to a safe room. And the game ends with you venturing into the basement, and then there's a severed hand on the door. Overall, a spectacular game. I'm so glad that the Butchery is finally getting the recognition it deserves, because when I first played it when Chapter 1 was released, the game was barely getting 70 concurrent players. I thought the game dev would get discouraged and abandon the project, but he didn't, and I'm so happy. Part of me hopes that the Butchery will get super popular, and then a bunch of Roblox devs will try to copy that formula instead of Weird Strict Dad. I mean, it's not going to happen, but I like to have some weird dreams. To sum it all up, the Butchery is a breath of fresh air in the world of Roblox horror games. With its immersive atmosphere and never-before-seen gameplay, I suggest you all check it out for yourselves. Link in the description. As always, I'm Breadian, and I talk about niche Roblox games. If you want to see more content relating to Roblox horror or any of that, do make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and suplex that like button. Bye-bye.
Yeah?
Check your missions.
Hold on. I gotta make more cobs.
Bottom left front. Got it. We struggling hard? Nah, don't worry. Watch this, watch this. Another one.
Another one.
And
Another
another one.
Another one.
And another one.
My gosh.